For those of you who know Y's story or don't know Y's story, Wyeth, aka Y, is a Mustang that I got for the tip challenge back in June of 2019. I was able to pick him out. However, in doing so, we noticed he had a infected tooth. So he was wild, of course, and so I spent the time trying to get him comfortable. We put him on antibiotics, heavy duty antibiotics for a long period of time to see if that would resolve it, since he was so young and there are complications with it. However, that did not fix the problem. And so had some delays due to the fact that one of the surgeons that I had that was going to do the surgery ended up retiring. So now that we have moved the horses down to Florida, I had chosen University of Florida to do the surgery. So I'm kind of prepping him right now, clipping underneath his jaw in the site where they are going to remove the tooth. So that's involving him going under general anesthesia. And I have really worked for a long period of time making sure he can kind of handle this type of scenario. So he can still be a little nervous when it comes to other people or being around him or moving quick, but for the most part, he is a very good boy. And as you can see, he really doesn't mind me clipping around his face, clipping the site, or any of those things. He's never had a temperature due to this. He's never gone off of his grain, so he's always been able to eat really well. It's just a really yucky infected tooth that we think happened due to being kicked in the face. He also has a 2 extra teeth, which might have added to the complication of why this became an issue. And so, again, I'm getting him prepared. I'm just kind of, I know they're going to clip this more, but I figured I'd give this a start so they could easily see it. Like this spot. Oh, right there. Is that itchy? Yeah? Itchy, itchy, itchy. Itchy, itchy. Oh, yeah, that's a good spot. That's a good spot. You have a bandage on your face. Good boy. Good boy. You look pretty good, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, hi, good boy. So I'm here at UF, University of Florida, to pick up Y after his surgery. This is about like 8 days after the surgery. Yeah. So he had a little bit of complication afterwards. He had some bleeding, and also there's the saliva duct, which they thought might have been compromised. So they kind of kept him for observation, and they think it might have gotten nicked, but it's still, he has saliva flowing, so they're letting me take him home and it'll take around 3 to 4 weeks to heal, so we'll be documenting that. And yeah, so let's go pick up Y.
Gauze or lap sponge, and then I'm using this diapers just because it's more absorbent.
Okay.
And then I put it right under where the hole is.
Okay.
Of the tooth we extracted.
Right.
So we're gonna remove the bandage first, and then
perfect.
I'll show you how to.
I know why.
Do you want to cut it? Okay. Thank you. Start right there. Yeah, and then you fill it out.
I don't like it.
Hopefully. Oh.
You're okay.
Hopefully with the diaper you can go like maybe like 2 days without it, so that it just
to help with the...
Yeah, believe it or not, this is less soaked than it usually gets.
yeah, it looks
So,
pretty good.
Yeah. So hopefully, so the hope is that, 3 weeks to a month, that'll just seal over.
Yeah, that would be
basically.
lovely.
Yeah. And then from there, it's just giving it time to see if it recurs, like if there's a fistula somewhere. It's just, it's kind of, unfortunately, it's just kind of wait and see.
I know they're a pain in the butt. How does it feel? But it's itchy.
All the way off.
This way I won't forget how to do it. And that's just some fluid.
Yeah, some saliva, and it smells like tooth because it's in the socket of the tooth. Yeah.
It's still not that nasty smell.
And a lot of that pink is the scarlet oil too.
Yeah.
It is granulating very well. You can see how it's like
Hi, Bubba.
granulation.
Oh, I know you're good with the You're good with the camera. You're used to it. Had it in your face the whole time. I know. I get to go home.
Here.
Good boy. I know.
There you go.
Little stinks. You just shove the gauze up in there.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
And then it doesn't have to be all the way. The only thing I'm preventing here is the outside from closing, because I want it to close from the inside out.
Yep.
Right. So just put that, and then let's put this in his neck. Yeah.
Good thing a neck rope trained you, buddy. Ha! I know, I see you.
Okay, ready. Boy.
Is that just vet wrap? It's not the
This is
elasticon.
Sherlock. It is kind of like bed wrap,
Okay.
except it's sticky.
Okay.
So you know how a bed wrap sticks to itself?
Yes.
This one actually sticks in the skin.
Okay, so it's kind of like a hybrid of the
Yeah, exactly.
elasticon and vet wrap.
Yeah.
Because elasticon is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, we had elasticon. The only reason I am leaving this strip of elasticon, if it comes loose, then it comes loose and you can remove it. But it's because it's very well attached, and the other thing, it helps my bandage to stay in place.
Okay. You're a good boy. And then let's see how. I know it's just my hands. Okay, just so I know the pressure.
Yeah.
And he can chew okay and everything like.
Oh yeah, he eats perfect.
Yeah.
And basically that's it.
He's never been affected by eating.
No.
Never.
No, never. And since I opened his mouth on Sunday, I actually looked at the plug, and the plug is very well seated, and
Okay.
there's no food gotten into the hole. I mean, it's impossible to know every day what
Yeah,
happens and if that
sure.
changes at any point.
Right.
But as of Sunday, the plug isn't still in place. There's no
Okay.
food packing there, and the hole looks nice and clean from the outside.
Super.
So that's all you're gonna have to do.
So I just got Y loaded up on the trailer, and UF has been great. They're super nice, and they've been really diligent with him, and so now I get to take him home, and I'm excited for him to kind of heal up and finally move on past this stupid tooth. This surgery, they had him about, where are we at? 8 days, I think so. And they anesthetized him, he laid down, all that stuff. Ended up costing around $2,400. So, expensive, but still pretty reasonable, all things considered. So fingers crossed we don't have any more complications, and we can kind of move forward in his training now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's so itchy right there. So itchy. So itchy. He's like, everything is so itchy.